2.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello!
Hello.
One by one, we all fall in.
Ain't that just the way?
Ain't that just the way? I'm going to explode.
Don't do that. That's detrimental to your health.
So, it'll be okay. I'm God.
What?
Yeah,
You're God? I have so many questions.
go ahead and ask.
Why?
Because I thought it'd be funny.
It wasn't. It wasn't funny.
It's a little funny.
No, you're right. It is a little funny.
I'm like, yeah, you can get. It's just a little funny.
As a treat. Oh, I found a backpack.
Oh, I never loaded the campaign. My apologies.
Let me in. Let me in.
Let me do that. I was preparing all these other little things. I didn't click the button.
The button.
Here we
It's okay. We're all distracted a little bit.
I'm just a guy.
I'm 100% focused and not distracted by a cat with eyes that are too big. QB.
Nick,
Yeah, what's up?
there's a terrapin over here.
Looks a terrapin.
It's like a turtle.
It's a turtle?
Come here. Here, look.
Oh, look at that.
It's cute.
Hello.
These trees are pretty.
Wow.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Howdy.
Meowdy even.
Meowdy.
I will not be a part of this. Good day.
You'll not be part of Meowdy.
Aw. What's wrong with Meowdy? That's how I greet Pebble all the time.
Oh my god, you've been disrespecting Pebble like this?
Pebble does it. She does Meowdy.
You've been abusing Pebble like this? I have
would
no
never.
idea.
I love Pebble. I would never.
Oh, right.
Well.
I have the other setup for this one currently.
I was not the last one here, was I?
You are.
Indeed, you
Ugh,
were.
don't mind me aggressively shoving squishmallows behind my back because I found out I have arthritis and I sit wrong.
Penguin.
I'm not late.
Ugh.
Okay.
You all were just early.
Learning how to sit correctly at 22 is so interesting.
Dude, I sometimes find myself crisscross applesauce.
Oh, I'm not even crisscross applesauce. It's just like my legs go wrong.
Are you not supposed to crisscross applesauce?
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy,
Welcome to the
howdy.
stream, Bard, Cadian, various others, I'm sure.
Oh my god, smelly people. I'm kidding.
Oh my
I love you
goodness.
guys.
Hello, all of my fans. It's nice to see you. Yes.
All of your. How many fans
Hey
do you
chat. Welcome to
Hey,
stream.
have? Calliope referring to Apophysis chat. Chat, ban this guy.
He's
Man,
like,
this guy.
hit that like button and Zach will pay off my student loans. Yeah.
I actually don't have
Oh,
that much
God.
left for my student loans.
Me neither.
I have like 8 grand left.
Exactly. Zach, you're on.
I don't want Zach to pay off my student.
I couldn't pay off much more after that.
Chat, pay off my student loans challenge.
Bet
Chat.
you won't.
Bet you won't do it.
Bet you won't.
Um,
Let's get a hype train going for student loans.
Cries,
God.
sobs.
little... One moment, let me get a little update for you all. And if you check in the side chat, you'll see the style of thing. Lucy
Oh,
has
crap.
been assigned to your group's little talking heads we'll have probably in 3 weeks.
What if I cry really
Yeah.
hard?
Yeah.
I scream.
How much can I,
Ah!
Little
How much can I
guy.
speed up that process with violence? Question mark.
Not violence.
I can tell
Not
you
violence.
violence won't do much.
Damn.
I think Lizzie could take you, if I'm being honest.
Probably. Lizzie works out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lizzie.
Lizzie and
does
I were
work out.
talking about our like lifting and stuff.
I have my notes on stream and my downloads and stuff. Oh dear. It's alright.
You can't let them know your secret, Zach.
Yeah.
It was all just assets for the book because I was working on that today.
Like, you need to protect your DM secret so people like me don't become DM.
I don't mind other people DMing.
Oh, you say that.
I do. My great pull is that I'm better at it, actually.
Wow. Damn.
Andrew's
Wow.
so humble.
Listen, I'll just be pulling stuff out of
New
Twilight.
things to learn always, but I've got a 6-year head start on most people. So, it's been a little while. I'm not going to ask you all to give me a recap today.
No, I remember everything.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, I
Good for
do.
you.
Good memory.
That lucky bastard. That sack of shit. I will never forgive that man.
You know, I was thinking about it as I was walking home, and I was like, the only thing I could really think about was how he fucking lived.
Yeah, because
I
I mean,
can't believe that guy lived.
It was like that lucky son of a.
He won't live for long. It's okay.
Oh,
did
no, he
live.
won't.
He did live.
This time.
You all
He'll die by
are-
another disintegration spell.
You're all coming back to the Forlorn camp. Back is the wrong word. This is the first time you've been here. Being led by Laris and a number of the Forlorn. You chatted with a couple of them. Mostly Calliope, I think, had chatted with a couple of them.
I
The
have
Forlorn... Apologies. The Forlorn themselves, of course, being one of the groups you've been asked to remove by the Weaver. She didn't say kill, so you don't have to, but
I think you know us.
you got the hint that that was probably the way she expected it.
I was
Put
like,
them
I
in the
don't
rope trick. Shake them around.
So to start today off, I'm going to do a couple of little things. I'm going to do a quick jump to the Eye of Erudition, and then to the Weaver, to give you a little brief, out-of-character look at some of the ongoing thoughts.
Alright.
And then I'm going to jump to you all, and we're going to do a very, very quick bit of roleplay to get you all into it. So first, we begin somewhere familiar. In the chamber of the Eye of Erudition. Plush. Purple. With a pale, unnatural light to it all. The old Kayadir man sits in his desk. He grabs at the air, and a strand of this golden energy kind of forms into a string of sorts that flies off in the direction he ends his pull at. He stops. And frowns. And he says, Nizim. That one should be dead. Movement. We shift through the dark tunnels, the vast, endless open space and staircases of Ibris. The stalactites holding on to the top of this massive underground realm. the webway. Moving up through the doorway, you can see the weaver's inky mass and spider base moving around, plucking its strands. Its form shifts, one half forming into someone you have seen, Ezra. Though his face is contorted in a way that shows an anger that Ezrin rarely shows. The other, as it splits away, shifts and melds into someone only one of you recognizes. Probably two of you. As Miss Yildrim. Graceful, flowing form, a serene look upon his face. The one which is familiar gestures with some energy and says, "Why did you ask them for so much? Killing both sides is unimportant. Killing either is unimportant." Asmus, again calm across his face, says, "Because they would say yes and be glad for it." The Ezran part cuts in. "It's foolish. We should demonstrate our own power and make an example to the others. We have not been mortal in over 1,000 years. We are not to be trifled with anymore." Ezra's face is contorted with anger, but Asmus simply tilts his head slightly, his smile widening. They have been chosen by the Eye, as we know. Allow them to open the way. Let them grow. Ezrin seems to catch on, chuckling a little bit. And once they've grown enough, both of them speak together. They will help us take their place. Back where you all are, you see the blue lights coming off the Forlorn camp. It has this set of small walls around it and little archway gates that have runes inscribed across them glowing in a faint blue. There's tents inside, perhaps a dozen, and more people inside. You're not quite there yet, as you're all approaching. You have been ordered to remove these people, you know, either by force or guile or persuasion, if you can manage it. But what I want to know, as you approach, is what your character is thinking and doing. While Laris approaches towards the gateway, the first one, and begins to enter inside, the gate flashes very briefly with this bluish energy, and he passes through. I just want to know what you're thinking and what you're doing. Who'd like to go first?
Go on.
Nope. Some issue.
I don't know if I can.
It's alright. We'll pull someone else for the moment. I can also roll a die.
I can go.
Certainly.
So Casimir approaches the gates and he's dithering back and forth on whether or not he made the right move. As is common for, I guess, him and the still novice diviners. There's always the dithering of, did I do that right? How much could I have done? What more could I have done? How can I do this perfectly? How can I make it so that no one gets hurt and everyone wins? And he's hardly listening. He's hardly paying attention to much. He's just sort of... It's the sort of when you're walking behind someone, but you're not actually. You're like on your phone. And you are just sort of going off of a vibe of the person in front of you. And you're just... And that's the only way you're not bumping into them. You're not looking up. You're not watching them. You're just trusting that someone in front of you is, keeping the same pace. And he's doing that. He's trusting the person in front of him probably... I'm probably, I don't know, Peak, Zeke, one of them. And he's just sort of spinning, he's attempting to spin little webs in his hand. He's attempting to, on the fly, divine some way out. Because he doesn't like being in the middle of an enemy camp like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
His brows furrowed in concentration. He's just sort of spinning it in his hands, like a cat's cradle. Just back and forth, little threads. Most of them probably are wisping apart before they ever go anywhere. Maybe one catches.
Your most obvious warlock follower has chosen to stay behind a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Who else would like to describe?
I'll go.
Please.
Calliope's looking around. She's got, she's talking to her little fire friend that she brought with her. She's in an enemy camp and she knows she is. She knows she has a mission and it's to get rid of them. She's currently looking for the driest, safest place to set down her friend, who is probably hungry. He's in her head calculating and looking around and trying to figure out what would be the quickest, most efficient way to essentially kill all of them.
Sounds of rushing water somewhere far below.
She lets off a prayer in her head. There's a lot of prayer going on right now, like she's trying to talk with him. Yeah, that's what she's doing.
Absolutely. Roll me a D100, Calliope, and hold on to it. Or hold on to the result, I should say.
Okay.
Oh no.
Who
I didn't
else
roll
would
my
like to
d20s.
D100?
Got an 85.
It was d20, 4 d20s, take the 2.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Oh.
I'm taking a 20 and a 12.
Mm-hmm.
Or a 20 and
But
an
we'll
8.
take a 20, huh?
Yeah, I'll take a 20. Yeah, the 20 and 12 would do me well. And always look on the bright side of life.
Anyone else want to give a quick description of their character as they travel, what they're thinking, what they're doing?
Azik's kind of like walking aloof. He's like probably walking ahead of Casimir, but behind Calliope. Both hands behind his head. Kind of like in a relaxed walking position. Kind of humming to himself as well, like humming like his favorite tune to himself. What he's thinking right now probably isn't anything serious. He's more aloof to the situation he's in. He's probably thinking more like what his master is up to right now, or what his master would be doing right now if he was here, or when is he going to get something to eat. Not really taking the situation too seriously.
And Zeke, as you're kind of wandering just a little bit ahead, not to the front of the group, You see something in the distance, particularly because of your acute regard for light and darkness. Literally, of course. There is a figure in the distance. Arms raised, a blade, a bit of light casting across them, making a silhouette. They strike. The light goes out. There's a clunk. Some kind of dull clunk as he strikes.
Probably as the light goes out, Zeke will probably like come to an abrupt end to what is humming, what he was humming, and like kind of eyes like widen just a tiny bit.
You feel a faint gust of wind pull across you. Who'd like to go next?
I would.
Certainly, over to Fare Thee.
If there was any form of anxiety or fear or even worry, Fairly Well wouldn't show a single trace of it. She would be up, definitely towards the front, probably standing next to whoever is currently carrying the light. She can't see too well in the dark, but she'd be falling very close to those who are standing up in front and marching and leading the way. However, of course, they aren't one for marching. They do their little hops as usual. However, as they look around the camp, their priorities would be trying to find exit points or where any sort of, well, mostly just exit points in case things hit the fan. She is fully aware that these people are enemies or at least targets, but she plays her little act of trying to stand proud and almost clueless about the dangers ahead of her, and leaning into that sort of aspect.
Absolutely. Marching along, not a care in the world, not to the outside.
Oh, sir.
I look over to Beak and Morgan.
Morgan is very confused about what's going on. She's just following the group. You know, her inner thoughts are becoming very loud as everyone's just walking in silence. She's probably playing with her fingers, and you know her. She's a bit nervous, but she's very. She's trying to work out a game plan about the next action. She's heard a lot of what the others have said about where she's going and what she's supposed to be doing, but she's still unsure of what action she's gonna make.
Mm-hmm. Bit of uncertainty rising. You see.
Also, because I wasn't here last time. I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
I have no frame of reference.
Glad I did that. A little bit of a recap then. You'll see, Morgan, as Laris passes through that gate, you'll take note. The runes along the edge of it light up.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go over to Peak. We'll get one more description before I pull you all onto a map, I think.
Peak is sort of stalking along on all fours as he usually does. And as he's moving, his mind is drifting to where it usually would in times of quiet, which is to the idea of debt, paying back debts that he owes, and especially ones that he feels responsible for, even if they're not truly his own. And as he's kind of looking around at all the people that they're encountering and this new place that they've entered, he's feeling a little bit uneasy about what new debts he might incur, as well as how he'll manage to pay the ones that he already owes. So as he's moving, he goes back and forth between marking these people as targets, as well as noting them as possible opportunities.
And with your particular eye for such things, I think you'll catch by the edge of the light in the distance an old lady sitting down, still leaning against a wooden staff, carefully passing a vial over to one of the Forlorn further into the camp as the Forlorn passes them a bag of something. You may all join me on the Forlorn camp.
Woo.
Forlorn start to pass through. It's a little glowing of the runes each time they do, since that was on your noticed it radar. Most of them stand and wait a moment after passing through. Laris looks to you, Calliope. He has a big grin across his face, like there's not a worry in the world. And as you pass through the gate, the runes will light. And I must ask you, Calliope, do you have an intention to harm the Forlorn?
No.
Then you'll pass through.
Was that a question in or out of character?
That is
Wait,
a question
yeah.
out. That is a question. That is me asking you, the player, if your character has an intention to harm the Forlorn.
No. Those are just thoughts in her head.
Alright. This will be the question for anyone who wishes to pass through the gate. Unless
Guess
there's some finagling someone wants to do.
Casimir, I guess we'll pass through it. He has no intention to harm. He's actually not paying attention. He's still like anxiously like digging deeper. He has a few leads.
There's no like notifying factor for us to like, so like even.
Now you see as each person passes through, there is this lighting of the runes. There's some kind of magic activating, and then they pass through just fine. Thus far.
Okay, Zeke's probably not gonna notice it then.
Something's going on. Just not sure what.
Alright. Zeke will pass through, yeah.
And does Zeke have any intention to harm these people?
Yes, he has an intention to harm a lot of people.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
High five.
Oh, by the way, you all have there's a your inspiration is to be voted on when it's used today.
Okay.
Zeke, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god, this is like an instant death spell.
Can do it. I have faith. I have faith.
I have faith in you, bud.
You're surrounded by friends.
You've got this.
Kind of. Sort of.
Kind of, sort of.
I'm your friend, I think.
Alright. Wisdom saving. Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, Zeke.
Zeke,
Yeah.
as you pass through the gateway, everyone else will see you. For you, it's a little weird. Your vision starts to get smaller and lower. Everyone else is getting really big. To everyone else, Zeke shrinks and becomes a hamster.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Calliope stares, and
As
she's
the-
like, I could eat.
As he sits on his sits and looks at his hands devastated.
Peek is also thinking I could eat that.
Oh, Worthy Will's like toppled over. Oh my god, look at him, he's small.
Fairly well, I'm just like you now.
Oh, no, you're far littler. Look at you, I could
tiny
put
little
you.
squeaky voice.
What the fuck, God? Oh my God!
Hey,
Laris
listen.
leans
last
down. You've activated Lysana's wards.
Yeah, I guess fucking so.
Jasper just like looks up, he's like, where does Zeke go?
He
What
lets
is
the
this?
intrusive thoughts win.
Oh. Oh!
You had every intention of harming these people. What the hell?
Calliope lifts him up by the scruff of his neck. It's like, I
You're
could eat.
lifting him up. You're lifting him up by his neck.
Yeah, by
He's
the little
only a
scruff of your neck.
hamster.
Policy says one of
This
you
is
will have
tiny.
to take a hold of him.
I got him.
The fuck
gate
you
doesn't
do?
let those who wish harm upon us pass. So you'll anyone who comes through as a hamster, well, they'll have a rather hard time harming us.
Don't worry, you know you're a spellcaster.
Okay, I can't cast. Can I still talk in this
Yeah,
form?
yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
you
like
can,
okay?
yeah.
Cool. What the fuck?
No, come on, let's go, bud.
Keep a quick eye on
Morrigan.
them, okay?
Morgan's
God.
gonna stand right at the edge and go, I don't want to harm them. I just want to feed them. And to me, that's not harming them because some people enjoy that.
So they also have to make a wisdom saving throw.
This is Morrigan actively thinking out loud to herself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm hungry, but if I take a vial, I don't want to eat then. But I'm more likely to want to eat now as Zeke because now he's travel size.
Everyone sees me turn into a hamster and gets really iffy about crossing the bridge. He's like, I don't want to harm you per se. I just.
Yeah, I just if you so I'm just gonna start. Morgan's gonna wait until Pete goes past.
Oh,
Peek is at the back in the parks.
Morgan
not that bad.
Fairly, same question for you.
Not unless they harm first.
You're good.
Okay.
Oh, fucking shit. This is
It's not that
fucking.
bad.
How do you live like this?
Well, but I'm not about roughly 2 inches tall.
I wonder how tasty he would be if we baked him.
Can I still use my spells in this one?
You don't know yet. You can try.
It's
Okay,
like G-Force.
I'll wait to try.
Peek
G4.
reaches up and pats Casimir on the shoulder, and in the action of patting Casimir on the shoulder, cast resistance just in case.
Certainly.
Just in case Casimir has any intentions.
He didn't.
Oh, we're on the Forlorn camp, by the way.
Oh.
There you go.
That's right. I was all tabbed. I was watching the Discord.
No worries. No worries.
Hold
Oh,
on.
high did I have to roll to succeed that?
You'll have to find out.
Okay.
Casimir passes through.
Yeah, Peek sort of does the same thing with Morgan, just kind of little, just enormous cat paw pat on the shoulder, and just goes, "It's okay, you can pass through." Cast resistance.
Quick muttering of a spell.
Yeah, I mean it's only somatic, so
Mm-hmm.
Bargain will still be a little nervous.
I'll carry you if you become a hamster.
I don't want to be carried. Don't touch me.
Oh goodness. McKay gives
And
you
then-
McKay, the guy over here, which Laris called to earlier, gives you a look peek like, yeah, we just try.
What if one of you have an off day and want to like punch your neighbor? Do you become a hamster?
If they pass through the gate,
You're fucking weird.
I can tell you it's a good safety measure.
Fuck you. I will
Lord.
not put. Zeke will not play charades with these people. He will be.
Morgan, please make me a wisdom saving throw.
Thank you.
And add a d4 with resistance. Oh!
Morgan, as you pass through
Am
the
I-
gate, you
I don't want to harm them. I don't want to harm them. I don't
You
want to
just want to
harm
eat
them.
them.
But I drank a vial. I drank a vial. I've eaten. She's peckish.
Okay, you can have advantage.
But she's more likely
Give me
to
another
wanting to
roll.
eat. She wants to eat a Zeke more. Like she wants to eat a Zeke. Because now he's travel size.
Very well, very well.
Wow, this is a horse. Oh, I almost fell.
She has 4 vials left. She's getting nervous.
Zeke, it's your turn.
Peak pauses in the gateway. Just eyeing the little glowing runes, just very scornfully.
Mm.
Cast resistance on himself very subtly.
Another muttered spell. Could be anything. And does Peak have any intention of harming these people?
Not presently, but maybe at some point. Again, it's very much like he's eyeing them both as targets and opportunities. It's not
Mm.
necessarily that he intends to harm them, but he will if he has to.
Then you can make me your save at advantage. Some uncertainty.
Okay. Ooh, hold on. Okay. There it is. Oh, I should have proficiency with wisdom saving throws from Iron Mind.
Ah, there you go.
Great.
You pass through and you feel something, some kind of magic start to wash over you, but nothing happens. You've all passed through. Well, you can head on further in if you want, or... I mean, if you really want to hang out at the gate, you can.
Oh yeah, and stand next to your smelly ass? I don't think so.
Yeah, Peak
How's
just
it you
hovers
Zeke?
over Hamster Zeke and just goes, "I'll still eat you."
Oh yeah, you can fucking Zeke's pissed.
You can fucking try
Come
the
on.
little hamster cartoon.
Yeah, the little
walking up the
hamster up
steps.
against the 6+
I
foot
love it.
We have.
leopard.
You
Yeah,
see that
Zeke.
mouse over there? They're stronger than. And then he walks away. Not even.
I don't want the strong one. I want the easy to eat one.
No, it's mine.
Okay, but like you like it better if they're dead, don't you?
I want their soul.
Zeke
You can
is
have the soul. Can I just have the body?
Yeah.
Zeke will now think differently on when they start making fun of Fairly Well.
I think that it was
No.
just a you thing, actually. You
No,
and Peak.
I never wanted to eat this Fairly Well.
Yes, you did.
Mm,
I remember that. Actually,
Oh, I'm
Pete,
dragging the wrong one.
I was gonna say,
I'm
Pete,
thinking of
can you get him?
can I get
Ooh.
him?
Are these
Yeah.
like carpets?
Yeah, hold
Or
him.
like
These
umbrellas?
are tents.
Peak
do not-
grips
Oh,
Zeke in
I'm
his
walking
iron
over
paw.
them.
Azik bites peaks.
Scuttle past them.
careful. For the elf trying to like wave down at Peak, like, come on, don't crush him. Careful.
Oh, I'm. Peak is just holding so firmly.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of the. I will not. Maybe Fare Thee Well is the only one who could touch me in this one.
Come here. She holds out her little paws. Here,
Fair.
hold him.
Peak does not let go. You're gonna have to fight your way out.
Can I fight my way out?
You may. Roll,
Cool.
just roll me a dex check for you, and I'll add to it.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
In a
let's
moment of
go.
nimbleness, you can quickly scuttle between Peak's hand, slip out.
Jesus, what is wrong with you?
It all started when I was born.
I've heard that one before.
I was talking
Is
to the
there-
person who's not allowed around small animals.
Is,
Presumably because they choke them to death.
you
I
have the
mean-
bearing. You have the magic. That one's a hamster. Do you have a leader among you? Or are you more of a
Peak
commune?
pops up. Oh well, it's clearly me.
No, it's not.
Peek, sit down.
I hired them.
Actually, please do come. You hired them. Oh,
You didn't hire me.
No, you're my wife.
That's true. So I'm the
You're perpetually
I
Getting
hired.
paid.
understood.
Technically-
loose commune with someone who hired them.
Technically, Casimir owes me more than I owe him.
That is fair.
I mean-
These are the folks I met out there. They helped us bring back that, that book.
Peak's on the map.
So you get up and you stand on this, and it's actually, you don't quite have time to see what it is. You think it's a map for a moment. Your feet are now slightly wet with paint.
This is fine.
Oh,
Just
leave
very
paw prints
painty
everywhere.
paws.
Come, take a seat, everyone.
Sure.
You gotta carefully walk over the paint.
There's a lady in not quite as ostentatious attire as Morrigan, but in relatively nice clothing, a dress, gold lace to the edge of it, her hair's done up. She leans forwards and she says, "So you're all the ones who came and helped, hmm? Were you looking
Yeah.
for a safe place to rest? And Nazim's out for the moment."
No, we have arrangements.
Oh. Well, then,
Mine, if you have any shops available, I wouldn't mind taking a look.
she chuckles a bit. We don't tend to sell things, not here. Not many resources, though we do get things from the outside through the gate every so often.
I see. A beautifully elegant woman like yourself, and you have nothing to sell?
She chuckles.
I don't like what you're.
You're a
implying,
hamster.
Izzy.
Stop that.
I'm leaning one hand on Casimir's leg,
Just, like,
crossing
against
my
his
legs
ankle.
against his ankle.
He just looks over and looks down. And
There's
let
like
go
a-
of my sock.
There's a little, I have a tuft of hair sticking out. I do a little flip of it.
My goodness. Zeke, you're a
amazing.
hamster.
Alright, Ezekiel, have the inspiration. You can pass it to whomever you'd like in a moment of need.
Okay. I will pass it to
Just hold on to
Casimir.
it for now.
Oh, I'll
Pass it
hold on to
over.
it for now.
Yeah, you just pass it over in a moment of need.
Alrighty.
Lasana.
Yeah, you might need it if Peak tries to eat you again.
This woman, apologies, says, I'm Lysana Kaiolus. I'm the Forlorn's transmuter.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I didn't know Hannibal took students.
Ah, not in a while. I learned most of what I know from a hag, actually, believe it or not, and not the one we have in camp. She motions vaguely beyond you this way.
Oh, a
Hmm.
hag.
Oh, we met a hag.
I've met several hags in my lifetime.
I
Can't
met a
say I've ever met one.
several fucking hags.
It is an experience.
Unless you count my mother.
Why do you talk about your mother that way?
Because she was a terrible person.
Some of them are
You know,
pretty
that's-
bad.
Yeah, no, I know.
I actually sympathize quite a lot. My mother is not someone I wish to go near anytime soon.
My
Oh, yeah.
chosen mother's pretty good.
We have that in
I
common.
never knew my mother.
I won't get into the details. Well, welcome to our camp. You're guests for the moment. We have a system of proving people if you wish to stay for very long. But beyond that, you can try and make deals. I'm sure the auntie would love to make a deal with one of you. But most of us, we only provide our services to the proven. Those we know we can trust. I'm sure you understand.
Yes, looks at hamster paws. Trust is hard to come by.
Yes. You wouldn't believe how many warlocks of Weaver had tried to get in here just to take out Nazim. A bit of a foolish errand, but Nazim said I should set up the gates nonetheless. Give us advanced warning.
I see. I've run into those 8-legged crawlers myself. Quite the unruly bunch, I'd say.
Laris will speak up. Absolutely ungodly, all of them are. Not a single bit of light in them.
Jeez. Just too creepy for my taste. I don't even like spider.
Laris nods seriously as you just kind of talk along the lines of things he agrees with. If you need a place to rest for your help, I'd be happy to arrange that, and when Nazim gets back, should be soon, he wasn't far out. Then we can arrange some kind of reward for you all.
Oh yes, I forgot about the reward.
How did you forget about the reward?
I forgot because
That's like the
That's-
whole reason I'm here.
I
don't
was
think-
I was emotionally distraught when
Oh, it's
all of
because you're
that
a
happened.
hamster now.
No, it was something else. Anyway, Casimir knows what I'm talking about.
I do, in fact, know what he's talking about.
I give him a little nudge.
Don't keep secrets with my husband.
It's not well. It's not much of a secret, or
It's
probably
not. Don't worry about
appropriate.
it.
Okay, whatever.
So, how did you guys end up here?
We were fighting in the war.
Which one?
The new one, Midbury. Sisters
Oh.
encroachment.
Mm.
Most of our division was crushed. Nazim saved a bunch of us. Pulled us through the gate to where it was safe.
This is where it was safe?
He nods. Believe it or not, if you're not careful about when you go out there, monsters of all kinds, soldiers. If you're particularly unlucky, I hear you might be able to even see Corona.
It's fine, I'll just call grandmother.
Shrugs a bit.
Actually, I don't know how well that would go.
Hope
Imagine
grandmother
they're
should
good
get sent to
friends.
the Wilds again.
Grandmother wouldn't come down here anyways. She'd probably just laugh at me.
Yes, dealing with hags is never a purely beneficial thing.
No, No, it is not.
Hmm.
At least I got gold out of it.
Is there something in particular you all might like as a reward? We could arrange some gold after all. It's not like we've had much use for our coin since coming down here.
Let me think on that one. Ooh.
We can think on that one, yes. So, right, the current issue as it stands. I will level with you. I'll lean forward and like hands on his knees. I have a plan. I'm Asmus's student.
No?
Hello, yes, Casimir from ACA, Arcanist of the Emerald Institute.
Does
Casimir are mostly nowadays.
Does that mean something? I don't... Yes.
Not, don't worry, not to you. I have a plan for an Archmage project. Unfortunately, the only person that can help me right now is Weaver.
Well, then I'd say there's no one who could help you at all.
Can you guys find souls? Because this is a big question. If you can find it, I can switch the plans up and we can work more collaboratively. Because, like, what would it take for you guys to be safe on the outside again? Because Weaver really doesn't like you here.
Well, you see, that's just the thing. We don't plan on being safe on the outside anymore. Laris will pipe up. No. We quite like the idea of carving ourselves a little path in here. It's gone poorly at times, but as of late, it's gone quite well. Most of, even the strongest of Weaver's servants can't lay a finger on Nazim. And with the rest of us behind him, well, she'd have to gather quite a lot of forces to even combat us. We're going to be mercenaries for a while, use Ibris as our secret passageway. We could be anywhere in the world.
See?
Then once we've gotten enough
That is
coin...
really smart.
Thank you.
You have the same idea.
And once we've earned enough coin, we can settle down somewhere nicer and less at war with the hag gods or whatever they are.
Essentially gods. So you just want safety?
He nods. Safety and a good life. What anyone wants. Nazim's given us a good path to it, though. A lot better than what we had before.
Well, that's all fine and dandy. And you know why, well, we don't like those Weaver folk. But I want to know why you guys specifically have a strong hatred towards them.
You seen what they do? Yeah, tell them about it. She knows better than me. Motion to listen. Weaver isn't pleased with our using of her realm. She doesn't wish to grant us passage. Apparently there's some sort of past rivalry, perhaps, between Nazim and them.
So, let me get this straight. The reason why Weaver doesn't like you is because you're basically on their land?
Yes, but unfortunately for Weaver, we're rather entrenched, and we've already started to make coin.
I see.
I wonder where the two got their idea. Yeah, makes sense.
Zeke might be a little less hesitant to kill these people.
The Determiners are hopefully going to be a welcome ally. There's still some division with them, unfortunately. One faction just wants to brute force their way through. One faction wants to make deals with both us and Weaver. I wouldn't mind having another way to get supplies in.
I want to look around And okay, so why does Nazim have why does we have an issue with Nazim specifically?
Laris chuckles a bit. Looks like you'll be able to ask him yourself.
Oh god.
And another Kaidir, one of a few, begins to walk down the steps. There's heads that turn towards them with light bows as he wanders in, just for a moment, and they go back to what they're doing. He has some kind of breastplate on with a heavy black cloak and a blade at his side that has a gem set into its pommel, a large diamond.
He's a drow.
Indeed. Laris will stand up.
Perks up for a minute and then settles back down.
These are our visitors. I'm Nazim, he says. And he sits down where Laris had previously been sitting.
Hello.
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 Pleasure to meet you, gives a hamster bow. Hamstery bow.
Oh, it's so small.
What does that even mean?
It's a hamster that's bowing. I don't. What is it supposed to
What makes it? What
I
makes it
imagine
It's
hamstery?
the hamster thing of just like rubbing its paws over its face over and over again.
I have the most cartoonish hamster in my mind.
You're right. Is this just G-force?
Ah, yes. Disintegrate point blank to the back of my skull.
Give them spy gear! Give them spy gear!
Grappling hook.
Oh, do we owe them
Yes.
something? Were they proven? Laris says, not proven, no, but I think we should give them a reward and send them on their way. We got that book. Nazim nods.
Oh, what's special about the book? Why do you want it?
It's a body of man. It's a manual of bodily health. A magical
What?
tome that updates
Oh.
to modern time and the best methods currently available to training your body.
So it's a self-help
Sounds like a
book.
dumb
Okay.
book.
Got it. Great.
They got a fucking Joe Rogan book in there.
Like Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop.
Oh my god, no.
I can assure you it is magically very useful.
Self-health.
I might use
I
it,
s-
but more likely I'll give it to probably you, Laris. Do well if you were to live another decade or two. Laris rolls his eyes.
Quite the interesting artifact you guys have stumbled upon.
How did
Well,
you
I
all
hope you
help?
find. We disarmed the mechanism trapping your artifact.
Is that right? Oh my god. You can see Lysana looking this way with a look of pain.
Both of you.
Teak is covered in paint.
I am so sorry.
From a hamstery look.
It's all
I
right.
promise you, they actually have jobs and purposes.
I'm not a professional painter. I can do another one.
What do you mean by actually, Casimir?
You're
Oh, was that your
you're
painting?
dancing and they're painting.
Yes, I
Teak
made
looks
that one.
down, kind of realizes what he's standing in, and then just kind of continues.
Peek, please.
Peek.
Just-
I'm gonna grab
I-
Peek by his tail
It's
and pull
already
him.
ruined. Peek
Pulling
digs
Peek by
claws
his
into the
tail.
table.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to send you back to the eye. I can't do this.
The oddest types. The eye.
Apparently, this is the only thing keeping us from, I guess, being shredded.
That is a very powerful ally.
Yes, the eye on one shoulder, as Basilijum on the other. I've got fucking 3 different effigies in my backpack for 3 different deities.
It's quite the squad to help you. I imagine their oddities are because they are exceptional.
Yes, exactly.
Odd. Hamster says hamster.
Peek is stretched out on his back like a cat, just fully extended, and goes, "I am quite exceptional."
And then
You know-
you got Fare Thee Well, who's actively trying to pull Peek away from the painting from their tail, just like, please get
Peek is like
off."
200 pounds or something like that, fully
They're
Doug Balls in. Just
They're still trying. Still trying.
It's like,
Hmm.
it's like I don't normally look like this. I typically have all 7 functionally limbs.
7.
What?
That's
Seven
it?
limbs?
7?
Nazim, you can see
Fully
him counting on his fingers. He gets
I
to
have a 10.
6 and he stops. Furrows his brow.
2 arms, 2 legs, a tail.
What's I don't
So
know.
what's,
head.
what's the seventh?
Peek, I don't
And-
think
I
you want.
Ah,
I think
Peek
we
looks
can
over and
finish
just goes
there.
to Zeke,
In
"You
any
do not want to
case,
finish that sentence."
a reward for you all. Very well. That can be arranged. I'll base my reward on your answers to a question that's very close to my heart, seeing as you are on a mission.
Okay.
You wouldn't have assembled such a group for any small reason, I'm sure. If your question's answer satisfies me, I will increase the reward.
Alrighty.
Why?
May I ask? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Why have you come to Ibris? Or what drives you to something that would press you against even Weaver or myself? Would ally you with several deities? But
The
most
deities are just-
importantly, what drives you personally to do so?
Zeke's going to kind of like take a bowing stance in hamster body and say, well, I don't know about all these folk, but me personally, I am here to find my master's soul. This humble servant just wants to see their master one last time. A fool's errand, really, but one that is important to me.
He nods. And anyone could make me an insight check if they want, but we're gonna move on here anyways. So I'll start looking down the line.
Oh. Okay, well, clarifying point first off. The deities aren't backing me on this trip specifically. I've just made friends with them. It helps to have friends. Given that I hired everyone, I'm sure you're expecting a big answer from me that I'm not going to share with you right now, because we are in public, surrounded by people. It is that level of importance to me.
And perhaps I can have you answer on my more philosophical portion of the question.
Sure.
What drives you? These odds you face, after all, they will require growth. They will require pushing beyond what boundaries are capable of a mortal. As you see in his eyes, this was before he moved on to Casimir.
Mm-hmm.
Some level of understanding and sympathy from your reply, Zeke.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since I was little, I've had a dream that I could be something more. And ever since I died, I knew that I was meant to do more. And I had a very clear vision of what I was supposed to do. I'm here to see it through.
Hmm.
Because there is something that I fully believe that I, with my unique circumstances and talents and history, have the capacity to achieve. Something that is, hopefully, will fix a great wrong, will right a great wrong, and will usher in a new golden age.
I love gold.
Like the ambitions you have. I see you have one lesson left to learn. He doesn't elaborate. He moves on to the next person.
Casper's already died. He doesn't know what else he has to learn.
Mm. Oh,
Who's next?
you, I believe.
Oh, I am looking for a cure to my situation.
A cure. Ah,
Yes.
you're in need.
Yes, I am in need of a cure.
Are you quite ill with something?
No.
You didn't look it, though you're somewhat pale.
Yeah, sunlight doesn't agree with me sometimes.
Ah, seems a most grave ailment.
Indeed. I do like the sun.
I do too.
And now it gets a little bit muddled. But I suppose we'll start with those who are sitting down.
Hmm?
He looks to you.
So, I'm here to, find the rest of my soul.
Ah.
The hags that, took me when I was little, um, like to play really, really not fun games. So now I am hoping and praying to my nurturer that it is whole and or usable or fixable. I guess I want closure. If I can't be whole again, closure would be nice.
You've treaded into a very dangerous place for a personal journey. But I would want to get my soul back too.
I have my husband. He's pretty cool.
Agree.
Casper just kind of shrugs.
Do protect that. Kind of looks past. Leaning a little bit. You two back there.
Oh, fairly well is still just kind of holding on to Peak's tail, but yeah, she's just still holding on to it. Her ears kind of flicker back, and she looks a little bit more focused and a little bit more stern than the previous wide smile and soft sort of demeanor. I don't actually have much of a story, sadly. Well, not sadly, not this or that. I suppose I am here to. Well, there's two things really. Well, mostly just one thing. One thing under two things. Mostly just one thing. I'm here for a job. My job is, I appreciate Casper here, yes, a very free trip, and I suppose friends, if we can call them that. No, I think I would call you guys that. But I am here to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to prove to my home, to them, that I am somebody. Yes, that I am somebody. By doing that, I'm going to take somebody away. But that's not here nor there, and that's none of anybody here, and that's nothing to worry about.
Sound like some of the people I have here. That's
Oh.
fine. Though I might urge you some caution. He
I will
nods.
take your
Sorry.
I will take your caution, and I will, I suppose, hold on to it. This place is weird, but I think it shall be worth it. Yes, it has to be worth it. That is why.
Finally, he'll nod at Peak.
Peak gets back into his typical crouch, and for once looks a little bit serious, and just says, the short version is that it's a combination of debts owed and credits earned, I suppose.
A path out of need for you.
Not necessarily myself.
I was mostly satisfied with these answers. Thank you all for being honest with me. He'll reach into underneath his kind of cloak here, and he'll pull out a small vial filled with a pinkish liquid with flakes of gold in it. Your reward. I hope you'll achieve great things while you're here. And she'll just hold it out, waiting for someone to take it.
Peak
I will
jumps.
take it in my mouse hand. No, I will take it in my hamster hand. I jump on top of you.
Peak offers
Probably
a
bigger than
very
him.
paint-covered paw.
Have a cute moment with the drow elf.
He'll leap across. He shakes his head and hands you the vial. Be careful with that. It's not to be used for minor wounds.
Oh, it might be
Certainly. Peak tucks it into one of his little side
There you
pouches. I am a healer by nature.
Well, before we take a look around, could you guys maybe, and he kind of gestures to himself.
Oh.
I mean, I could do it. I'm just not sure if you want me to.
I'll stay in the camp, if you would, Lisana. Lisana will hold out a hand and mutter a few words in arcane language, clearly. And Zeke, you will form back into yourself.
No! Oh, my goodness. Lazana, a woman of many talents. We should definitely get a drink sometime.
Peak just looks over. I can still eat you. It'll just take longer.
Lisana leans back. You know, when will we next have time for a drink, Nazim? Nazim chuckles and says, I'm sure us and various friends could go and get a drink, after I finished cutting a path through Ibris. The death of the Thousand Eyes should be enough.
What?
His eyes flick to you immediately. There are
Peak
What a
doesn't
wonder!
react.
She means what a wondrous feat that would be, of course. I hear they're quite powerful.
Yes, they are.
kind of shoot them a look of what the hell.
Casimir is like whispering telepathically, "Don't say another word."
To me or to them?
To them. To them.
Okay.
We have telepathic link.
Yes.
we all have message technically.
Yes. I'm not gonna put like whisper message to you right next to me. That's fucking weird. I put a piece of copper wire and start whispering to you.
Laris, would you go check on our supplies? Laris will start to head off. I don't imagine you all will be staying terribly long then.
Probably
Not
not.
too terrible though.
You have things to do.
So
Enjoy
if I
your
interpret-
short stay of safety, we have water.
Alright. So if I interpreted that correctly, I have to kill the Thousand Eyes to get a drink of Lazine. She knows her worth, I'll give her that. God damn.
I'm gonna talk to my fire. Can I talk to my fire?
Pull out the little bit of fire. It roars a little bit. Hungry. Hungry.
I'll find you food. I'll find you
Yes.
food soon.
Ezek will look around.
Sure.
There's so much to consume.
Give. Hungry.
Oh my god.
I think Peak will finally hop down from the painting. And just say, you mentioned a hag
Painting.
somewhere?
Yes, Auntie Lucine is, your friend just went that way. Busy motions this way.
Got it. I'll follow the dumb one.
Oh,
You
so you're
guys have-
following yourself.
You guys have paper.
I have a fair
Um,
bit.
Wait.
Could I have some paper, please? My friend's hungry.
She nods. She'll come over here and open a pack. Pass you a bit of paper.
I feed my friend the fire.
Slowly burns, crumples away inside your lantern.
I'm speaking, like, what am I speaking right now with it?
Ignan?
Primordial?
Yeah, it would be Ignan, wouldn't it?
Ignan. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Fire's always hungry, which is done.
It's always hungry.
I will. I'm going to look at Nazim. I'm sorry, I can't keep. I keep saying that name, and I keep thinking of the fucking dude in Skyrim.
Azim!
Very different
You don't.
characters. Yep.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, who am I saying? Of
Very
course you
famous.
don't.
I will stand up and I'm going to put my eyes. Do I still have third eye? I think I still have third eye. Hold on, let me pull it up. I'm just realizing how actually unprepared I am. Hold on. D&D Beyond, Casimir. There we are.
I can give you a moment if you want. I can go play a hag for a minute.
Yeah, sure, play a hag for a little bit.
Most of you come down these steps over here where you see Laris checking through various bottles and jars and bags along these shelves with tools. There is a desk laid out with different ingredients and a bit of blood and different tools, potion bottles and vials of all kinds. And sitting on a little stool in front of it is a hunched over old lady with gnarly fingernails and a staff of wood that looks like it's probably dry rotted 50 years ago. She goes, one moment, let me check. There we go. Hello there, little chicks, welcome.
Okay. First time meeting and she called me a little bitch. Wow,
You don't look like a chick.
No, you're all
I-
little chicks running in a row. It'll just a little tap over all 4 of you.
I think she means chickens.
Oh, yes.
That still doesn't make sense. That is, he's got
She's
scales.
calling us small and stupid.
Well, that's true for you.
No, I'm calling you cute.
Ah. Well, you're
Oh,
quite the looker
you.
yourself.
Oh, she
God.
waves a hand.
Well, chicks can't be that smart if I eat them all the time.
Yes, calm down, Lenny. Dude, you're giving straight mice and men vibes.
Well,
Peek says, I don't understand that reference, but okay.
I said that actually to you. I said that I addressed that to you directly. Alright, sorry.
how can I help you all today? Oh,
Well, do you have any thing here on this fine desk of yours of the distilled variety? Picks up like a random vial and like shakes it a little.
I have a few. And she taps her chin. I have something I think you all might like as well.
Hmm.
She gets
Oh,
up
I'd
and
be.
hobbles. Good for you.
Careful, ma'am. Don't fall over.
Ah, she pulls out a large. It looks like a large clay vase from one of these boxes. She
Oh.
sets it down.
What is... Oh, she... Okay.
Yeah. There we go. Feel free to drink that. Any of you.
Well. Looks behind him.
As for what you might want, I have been distilling essence. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, all with the look of a killer in their eyes.
A killer? Well, maybe? Just
Well, you certainly would be with this. And she pulls one vial off the shelf. A tiny little thing, but the liquid inside it is swirling red. Like there's some kind of storm going on inside it. Made of red
Yes.
mist.
What a wondrous contraption.
The essence of conquest.
Zeke's gonna pick up the jug that she set down and get a little closer to the vial. What does it do?
It changes person to person, but every time it's taken, it changes the tide of battle. She sets it back down.
Is it permanent or temporary?
Temporary. Temporary.
See. How much would you be willing to part with one of these beauties?
Oh, you're not proven, which means I get to make my own deals. One of 3 things. Your name, your last breath, or your second chance.
You may have my last breath.
A good trade. This is a difficult thing for me to find, and you'd never find this without me. She slides the little vial forwards, and she pulls out a bottle and holds it up to you as Zeke says, Take a deep breath into this.
Zeke will do as instructed. Takes a deep breath.
And a little mist clouds the bottle. And as you finish taking your breath, she'll quickly grab it and cork it up.
People
Any
always
others?
think one last breath wouldn't matter.
No, surely he won't need it when he gets there.
Everyone always thinks that. Hello, Auntie.
Hello.
Alright. Well, I thank you for the vial.
Yes, make good use of it.
Right. Zeke will turn and like start chugging from the vase that she sat down.
Yeah, it's just moonshine.
He's going to be taken aback quickly and then start chugging.
Careful. What did you?
Making it a point he's not sharing.
Oh god.
I just like watch him, and I can smell the moonshine. I can smell the alcohol, and I like wince because it's like singeing my nose hairs.
Is there like anything that resembles a cup around Zeke?
Yeah, there's like a couple of bowls on the on the counter behind you here.
Oh, bowls, not cups. Damn.
I would just ask for a teacup.
Might I have a teacup?
For what?
On. For what?
For what?
For the drink, of course.
Sure, why not? I'll give him one. I'll reach into my pocket and I'll rummage around, and there's like a clattering sound of like many teacups.
Might I have two, Casimir?
What? Do you have two mouths?
Yes.
You're lying to me. You're lying to me. I'll pull out a single teacup and it's dirty. And I'll prestidigitate it clean. And it's just a white teacup.
Can I roll to persuade to give him a teacup?
No.
You can certainly try. I mean, I'll let you. If you can give me convincing argument, I'll give you another teacup.
I feel as if I helped you a few times, got your wife out of that sticky situation. I think I deserve a second teacup.
Okay, so yes, you do, but where is your second mouth?
I couldn't show you that. That is a secret.
Probably
And after all,
use it as leverage to flirt with.
and after all, you wouldn't reveal your secrets out there. Am I expected to reveal my secrets to you?
I hate that you're actually convincing me. Sure, why not?
Takes a second.
Another teacup.
Immediately walks past him, heading obviously to where Luzanna is.
Right.
My God.
Ain't that just the
In a
way?
moment.
Yeah. I will switch my third eye to ethereal. To seeing to the ethereal. I don't like being watched. I'm not watched things that are watching. And what quick divination can I throw out? Can I sending to the Eye of Erudition?
You may.
Because I know we're supposed to, like, you know, our job is to, you know,
Oh.
Well, that's not going anywhere.
No, that's fine.
I suppose the X would just be a 1, wouldn't it? To message out of the planes. Or to block the message out of the planes, yeah. Hello? It's Casimir. He knows it's Casimir, obviously. Do you know someone named Nazim? They look... There's just like a very long pause.
Drow?
Shifty. And drow. And also in Ibris.
The reply comes swiftly. They are someone whose pact was clearly meant to rip from my grasp a soul. They should be dead.
Let's reserve a smile. Okay. Oh, so,
I
Auntie.
believe the moments of their death. You start talking to the auntie, and he just keeps going.
So, Auntie, do you have any health potions?
They were staring up at a sibling
God. It's like
who was making
Like-
a pact with the Weaver.
I
finger
do
in
not
ear.
disappoint. It's the eye sending to Casimir.
Yeah, I think
It's well over 25.
I don't.
Yeah,
God.
yeah, well over. Yeah.
I tried to look at IGN and I accidentally got the lore dump. Damn it.
Meanwhile, Auntie Lucine says, "No, I have so many health potions. Unfortunately, I made a deal. I can only sell them to the Forlorn."
What about trading?
Now you're onto something. She wiggles a finger.
Listen, I learned from the best. The Sale Baron is very generous to Hildegard, but besides the point. Yes, grandmother's
Trade
wonderful.
Gold.
No. Good idea, smart idea, too cheeky.
Trading
I'll
in
give-
physical things somewhat difficult.
Mhm, mhm. Hmm.
Oh, okay. Boop boop.
Sure.
What the hags like? Other than like eating babies, I guess.
Well, it depends on what they want and what they need. It's a whole thing of Grimir.
Well, the last one I met said that she liked annoying people.
You
What
have
did you-
met
what?
hags. I'm so concerned.
Yeah, like a day ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know when like y'all got yoinked by a weird skeleton. We met,
I
like, a
try
really
not
hot
to remember that
lion.
actually.
Yeah, there was like a really hot lion, and then
I'm
you
not.
beat
Blo-
the really
this
hot
is going
lion.
directly into the
Casimir
vault
is
that
like-
in my mind.
like the 1,000-yard
After we
stare
met
at
the
which
really hot
skeleton.
lion, we met a hag.
All that floods your mind is the stupid ass skeleton eating a sandwich for some reason. A skeleton.
Calling me a second-rate wizard. Casimir just mutters under his breath, "I'm not a second-rate wizard."
Well, Auntie, that is what we call you. Yes.
Yes.
What is it that you would like for, I suppose, to trade for these healing things?
Well, I have a last breath. I could use a second chance or a name.
I do very much like my name,
Oh, that's
and I
a
do
shame.
very much appreciate my second chances. Is there not anything else? What about a whisker or hair or like a tooth?
How about a dream?
Okay.
Casimir perks up. A dream.
Oh,
Yes. Now take one of your dreams to use as I see fit.
a dream.
Yeah, I could do that.
Healing potions, healing potions. Do you want small ones or big ones?
How about I choose the dream and you give me a potion based off of this?
Deal.
Wonderful. Because Casimir doesn't really care much. I mean, he'll about which potion as long as he has one in his pocket. But he will I suppose what sidle over. Excuse me. I'll sit, or I suppose like crouch down to the auntie's level.
Mhm.
Congratulations, auntie. You'll see the day the sky cracked, and I'll give her a dream. One of them. One of the very many I have.
She reaches out a hand. As you grasp it, there's a light pricking at your palm, and when you pull it away, there's a little mark on your palm.
Mm.
And that one specific dream is not within your memory anymore.
It just sort of blinks.
There we are. Not bad, not bad. Not useful, but very interesting, and I am a fan of interesting. Yeah. And she snatches 3 potions, and she'll put them down over on this side. This one is good. These ones, not so much.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
No, they're all healing.
I learned from grandmother don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Alright, sure. I'll just pick them up.
Arya would have defined what she meant by what she thinks healing means.
Yeah. We never specified, that's true.
You may add a superior healing potion.
Oh.
And 2 unknown hag potions.
I love unknown things.
Oh no.
Russian roulette with potions. Always
We'll
fun.
definitely use those when like at the worst possible time, and then
Just
Illuth
Have a
will
sneak try them
explode.
out.
I'm also going to briefly hop over to Nazim here, but if anyone after this, if anyone else wants to interact with the hag, feel free. Of course. Or anyone else in that area. We'll come back to it. I'll hop over to Nazim. You've been sitting across from Nazim while everyone else wanders away. And he looks up to you, Calliope, and says, mission to regain your own soul. I imagine my mission will be the same one day.
Did you also get sold to hags as a child?
No. Though believe it or not, that is a remarkably similar story to Lysana.
Oh, okay. Do you know what my fire is telling me?
What's it saying? I never learned that tongue.
It's hungry. It's always hungry. I have a lot in
Unfortunately,
common with it.
you do.
Mm-hmm.
What are you hungry for?
Souls?
Ah, I see. You've become one of them.
One of what?
He motions out vaguely to the area around him.
A demon?
A demon.
I was born a demon.
Oh.
This is just a nasty little side effect of not having one. Or a whole one. You kind of want it. Right.
Yes, I understand what you're talking about. Something draws at me. I feel as though there's a bit of me lost, like there's something familiar that must be filled. But it is small in comparison to several other things.
Well, I am free now, and I have chosen my path, and I'm grateful to have this path. that I'm making, that I'm walking.
You said you were married to that other one. There's a
Yes,
number of
I
people
am.
in your group that will need some help with understanding this. It won't come now, especially not if I say it to them.
They probably won't listen to me.
Save it for the right time.
Mm-hmm.
They have ideas of why they're here and what they're doing. They know what they want. I fear many of them lack that well of power. That reason they must act.
I think once I become whole again, if it were to happen, if my nurturer wields it and gives me the strength to achieve it, I will stop being hungry.
I don't think I will ever get to that point. But I hope
I
you do.
wouldn't. Oh.
Zeke's kind of like overhearing all of this in the position, right?
Yeah, you'll come in during the last bits of that, I'd say.
It's like, such is life, friends. He's gonna like sit down and hand them both a teacup and full of moonshine.
I'm sorry, Zeke, I don't drink.
Ah, more for me then.
These are very clearly Casimir's teacups.
Yes.
And is even
Oh.
like shotgun.
Zeke.
Hmm?
Why do you have my husband's teacups? Also, that's where they've been.
Oh, he handed them to me.
He takes so many teacups. I never know where they go.
Zeke's gonna like shrug and just like start chugging the moonshine. Ah.
Well, I hope you all
So?
do well. I fear you'll die. Mission like
Probably
recovering
so.
souls.
But hey, only gods get to live forever, and they're boring as hell.
Gods don't get to live forever. You can kill a god. I should know.
Rolls up.
Let's hope that's the case.
Planning to kill the Thousand Eyes?
I hope so. I'm not a
Player.
fool. I won't charge in. Not myself.
Well, play your cards right in hell. Maybe I'll help you fell that beast.
You'd enter such a dangerous mission. They must have something
Sounds
quite
like-
important to you.
Sounds like fun.
What? A little bit of a smile breaks on him. You catch the surprise in his voice.
Well,
It might be. Yes.
in life, do you need a greater reason than fun?
Yes.
He reaches
Hi.
over and puts a hand on your shoulder, Zeke. Not for most of it. Only when you're trying to overcome what is possible.
Takes another swig.
Back down by the hag.
Then she'd have me stuck in the fucking Feywild.
Oh, that sounds just like her. I never said this, but I'm not really in her camp. I'm a little bit too far south, you know.
I understand.
So I have a wizard with 5 eyes. What are you?
Oh god, he does have 5 eyes.
We have.
What do you have 5 eyes? What does
I
that?
can't
what-
tell. We have someone just like me. Points to Fairthie.
Oh. Oh, thank you. Wait.
And someone quite out of place. Points to Morrigan. Are you all alright? Are you sure this is where you want to be? Did I lock your tokens? I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to.
Wiggle.
Wait, what did she call Peak?
She muttered a little bit to herself and she said, I just don't know what you are.
Oh.
You seem
He
to have
just
evaded
sort of
the hags
tilts
poking and
his head.
prodding. You're very colorful, though.
I mean, I'm kind of mostly just like 3 colors.
Not right now, you're not.
I don't know if that's like a compliment or a threat.
Yeah. Peak's like looking. Oh, Peak looks at himself and goes, "Oh, the paint."
Just covered in paint.
Just covered in paint. She goes, "Oh yeah, kind of forgot."
Oh, right.
Yeah. Peak thinks about trying to shake it off and realizes that it's probably mostly dried at this point. Just kind of accepts his fate. To be a giant paint-covered cat.
My deal with the Forlorn is quite good. Very good, in fact. So I plan on keeping it, but if you want to keep skirting around with it, feel free to come by and I'll trade with you all. No, you're only half there.
Oh, yeah. Yep, only half there. Yep. It was my choice.
Mm. Mm.
Do you have any cool trinkets?
All my trinkets are for those who are proven, unfortunately.
Oh.
I make them at request.
Ah. Do you maybe perhaps have a soul, maybe?
Oh. Not on me, but that could be rectified.
Oh.
She starts hobbling up again. She fishes out a small gemstone. 2 of them, actually.
Excuse me, pardon me.
I'll let you use these if you bring me one back filled. All right?
All right.
And she'll pass you the 2 gemstones. Soul gems. Empty, currently.
I'm going to eat.
That's terrifying, you know? When you say it like that, it's fucking terrifying.
It's a lot
You
of things that are
married me.
terrifying.
Yeah, yeah.
You knew what you were getting into.
There's looks from the various Forlorn. You don't think it's from most of them for anything specific said, i.e. just now. Your group's just odd and not trusted.
I ain't got a lot going on up here. She, like, taps her head. At least nothing that anyone else can comprehend.
Well, if you all are done making deals with the hag, it's probably about time we send you on your way.
Hmm.
Mm.
Would you like a gift?
A gift? For me?
Yes. Yes, for you. Excuse me, Peek. She takes one of her many bangles off. Bangles that she's made herself out of her own gold. And she hands it to him. Here you go.
Thank you. I've not received much jewelry before. I'll slip it on anyways.
This is a calliope-sized bangle, Zach.
Oh. He kind of matches it to his to his wrist.
Larius, he's
Shrugs.
lucky.
Puts it in a pocket.
It's for good luck.
Oh, we'll need it.
Yes, you will.
I know. Yeah. In any case, Nazim should be all the luck we need. But, take it
Well?
nonetheless.
Your paths are all your own. And who knows where they'll lead? Yes.
Do
Zeke's laying on the floor.
We are
The
not carrying him.
The empty jug next to him.
Pete stops in front of Nazim, like hoping to talk to him.
Certainly. We'll start with that, and then I'll hop over to Lisana, I suppose. For what will surely be a goofy little encounter. Nazim is sitting by the fire. He has his blade out, and he is sharpening it. What was your name?
You can call me Peek.
Beak.
I had a question for
Yes.
you. It's sort of just personal curiosity. You are a drow, I'm assuming?
Yes, my people say Kaya deer.
I was wondering if you might have known of another of your kind, someone that I knew.
There's been a few I've known. Do you know their name?
Yes, his name is Kieran. He's a ranger. Like me.
Kieran. That's a familiar name. Where do I know them from? Can't remember. This must have been some years ago. You must forgive me. Remembering things these days is difficult.
Peek pulls the oath bow off his back and holds it, and just says, "This belonged to him before it belonged to me."
Yes. And I remember how he earned it. He reaches forwards and touches it. He doesn't grab it or anything, he just taps it a little bit and runs a finger along it. I earned my blade at the same time. You know it's made with an oath.
Yes.
Do you know what oath?
I suppose I don't know its original intent, but I know that I can use it to swear people my enemy. Use it to take them down.
He isn't holding it. Was it given to you? A gift?
It was left to me.
Ah. He nods. And he shifts and puts his blade away. I see. I am to outlive the most of them, then.
Perhaps.
And my purpose is not yet complete.
I don't think his is either.
His eyes flash a bit. Opening. Good luck to you all.
Oof.
It is difficult travel out there. You need somewhere to sleep. I know you had said you already had arrangements. If they are near enough, then I will simply wish you well. Come and visit when you wish.
Looks over, passed out.
Looking over at the passed out Zeke. Lisana's like up here arranging things, and she looks over during this conversation and goes, "Oh heavens, no. You drank that whole thing, didn't you?"
It was quite the fancy. I wanted to see if you wanted a glass of me, but oops, it's all gone.
She leans down and she'll pat your cheek a little bit and say, "Come on, let's get you right." And she's gonna try and help lift you up and help carry you over to your friends.
Oh boy.
So strong.
Thank you.
My goodness.
Oh, it's Cassie and Calliope.
Hello,
How are
Zeke.
you?
I am. What? You drank the whole thing? The whole fucking thing?
It was quite it was quite the liquid beverage.
Oh, he's so. What is the word?
So,
He's
Drunk.
obnoxious?
sloshed.
Annoying?
Oh,
Slosh.
Yeah, I
I
think we all
do
have the
enjoy
same
your
feel.
I enjoy your kindred spirit, Calliope.
This is why I stopped drinking. But also, Casimir,
Hmm.
I know
Mika,
now
what's-
where all of our teacups have gone.
What you talking about?
How many teacups do you have in there?
He starts sweating. He won't.
Calliope,
How many?
Back over at Lasana and just goes, please make him a hamster again.
Calliope, I think you should forgive Casimir boy. Because you almost got
Right, that's enough out of you.
poop on my nose.
It's just like I just like grab him by like his snout.
No, he's a giggly drunk. This is just fun.
I'm going, and hear me out, Zeke. Hear me out, right? I won't eat you, right? And you can just sit there and, I don't know, look pretty or something.
You're
Can I
too
put him in the
kind.
rope? Can I put him in the rope trick?
Go put him in the rope trick. Go put him in the rope trick. He's
Please, dear
encouraging it.
gods.
Put him in the rope trick. Go put him,
Yeah.
put
She's
him in there.
praying again.
Pete goes over.
As,
and just goes,
as Peak
"Hey,
comes closer,
buddy.
as Peak comes closer, Zeke's gonna fall over.
Yeah.
The 6'2" Dragonborn's gonna fall over.
Yeah. Peak just holds up a piece of rope and just goes, shh, shh. It's okay, shh, shh, and just moves the rope closer to Zeke.
Oh,
He goes to shove him inside the rope trick.
tied up
That's
and
weird.
What?
you didn't even buy me a drink.
Are
Oh,
any of
make
those
him
cups
stop.
clean?
It doesn't matter. It's all magic. Time doesn't pass in there.
Oh my gods. We
Well, I
were
didn't-
missing so is my mom
I'm going to pretend that I can no longer hear you. Why don't we get everyone in here? Let's find a place to set up camp, yes?
I'm going to bite you.
What a wonderful idea, Cassie boy.
Alright, everyone,
Yes.
come
Stop.
on.
Peak
should
does
just
look over at
rest.
Casimir and Calliope and just goes, This is a worthy use of magic, right? Just shoving him in the ropes so we
Oh,
can
I agree.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Pete casts rope trick and shoves Zeke inside.
I think Lasana will come by and stop with Morrigan for just a moment and say, you've been mostly quiet, but I wanted to say I like your hair, and well, just try and keep those three in line there, particularly. I know the troubles. And you are muted, of course, Liv.
Oh my god, I'm
Have you been talking this whole time? I was
Oh
wondering,
my-
following around. And I
No.
was like, you're not saying anything. Let me just do
Oh
a
my-
check-in.
Was muted the whole session.
I didn't even remember
Session.
No.
muting!
I mean, like the last input we heard from you was we were all sitting down talking with Nazim, and that's it.
Mhm.
I do not remember muting! What
So
I'll check in faster next time.
That is my bad. I did not remember muting. I think I probably somehow leant on my keyboard and command muted. Well, I'm
That
so
is-
sorry.
Don't worry, don't worry. It's mostly just me making sure you were having fun.
Oh
Have
yeah,
you-
I was having so much fun. I was like, I don't need a new hag friend. I've already got a
I've
hag
already
friend,
got-
you know.
Oh, we missed that.
we missed all of that. We didn't hear a word.
Anyways.
And then I was making fun of Zeke for being a lightweight. Oh, only one jug. That's just my Sunday morning brunch.
We missed all of that.
It's like-
Oh my god.
It was like a liter of 50% alcohol. Anyway.
Yeah. That's
Let's say a
nothing. That's nothing. I've drank 2 liters
It's
of
am-
tequila once.
It's
and I
amazing
went
he's
to
not
work the next
puking
day.
his guts out. What do you mean a liter of 50% alcohol?
To be fair,
No.
Yeah.
to be fair, Morgan is undead.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's fair.
I'm dead.
She could drink all of it.
Through the rope trick, while they're dragging
Just
him
wouldn't do
away,
it.
Zeke's gonna wave goodbye, a wave to Lizanne.
She'll give you a
I
little
mean-
wave.
Yeah, as Peak is shoving Zeke into a pocket dimension.
Oh, Zeke will not go into a pocket dimension. I will fight that. Canonically, yeah, because that doesn't match with what Zeke wants.
Yeah, you can
You're
get.
drunk.
We'll say you guys struggle with it for a little bit before, since Casimir is leading people out. You can lead a Zeke out one way or another.
Yes, I'm just sort of like trying to shepherd him, with the lantern and just sort of like
Come now.
trying to draw him further. Come on.
Yeah.
I can't believe you had all of the teacups. I thought they
can't-
were being
You're
stolen.
still hung up about that?
I am.
Oh.
Do you know how much of our money I've spent on new teacups?
No.
Oh. Did you know how much of our lives you almost got us killed?
Oh, hopefully you didn't buy too expensive ones. See you all strangers.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
He's safe, yeah?
See? Friend?
Oh, where'd it go?
Here,
So-
There we go.
you want to lead them?
One
a
thing
little
I've
bit
been thinking
further,
about
I presume.
this
Yeah,
whole time.
I need a place, like a quiet place for camp.
One thing I've been thinking about.
Sorry,
Morrigan's
by the
gonna
way, Hawk.
stop at the.
No, you're
Morrigan's
good.
gonna stop at the gate again. And says, "Will I turn into a hamster again if I go past this, or is it just on the way in?"
It's just on the way.
McKay
Come on.
chuckles. Just on the way in. Going out.
Good. Oh,
You were awfully quiet in there.
Didn't
Sorry.
say a word.
sorry, I was trying to channel my inner hunger because I'm starving. When is that person coming with the blood? I am absolutely famished.
I'm also hungry.
I'm gonna pull you all over as you begin to travel out. You can set up your own little camp.
Mhm.
Because I, of course, have a map for that.
Yeah, I love
You have a
camps.
map for that?
I have a map for that.
Well, hey, Zach.
Ooh.
Yes.
What was that 85 for?
Oh. You're gonna have a dream next time you sleep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Close your
Fine
eyes,
token.
shut your mouth.
Yay.
You all
I
used-
me.
That is.
Oh wow, some of you already found it. Damn. Good on you.
Yes,
Welcome to
you
the
can.
Ibris
You
camp.
can. You
Oh,
can.
follow
There's
your
a
token
little
now. That's a new
mechanic.
feature.
Yeah, there's a on your map. You can find token, and it brings it up.
That's very useful.
Yes.
And I'll swap our music up now that you've left the Forlorn. Just get you
I've just
something
been-
chill.
I've just been listening to like this like a really lonely sort of melancholic guitar for like the past I don't know how long.
Oh damn.
Pete
not
hates this camp because there's nothing inconvenient for him to perch on. That he wouldn't collapse.
Where is?
I love camp. Reminds me of home.
Fire.
But it's so nice.
Zeke is swaying back and forth on his seat.
Pete stands
Is
on these
he-
random backpacks.
So because I can
Yeah.
see to the ethereal, just a quick question, clarifying question. Because I can see to the ethereal, I should be able to see anyone scrying on us.
Yes, if the sensor is within 10 feet. Yes. Which, if they're scrying on you specifically, it will be.
Yes. All
Or
right,
if you go near everyone else for them.
yes. All right, we're just by the fire. Let's have a talk, right? So he
Fire.
looked.
Fire.
Are you like standing in it? Okay, whatever. Anyways, I had a quick sending with the eye. I believe Nazim is supposed to be dead.
Hmm.
Oh,
I should clarify. Nazim is supposed to be dead.
okay. I
Dead
can
like
fix
me, or dead like dead?
Dead.
corpse?
that.
Okay.
I
can
sort
go
of got
and-
that vibe from talking
No.
to him. That it seemed like
I don't
perhaps his
think-
time had passed.
I don't think the
You're
scrying
right.
eye says they want him dead. I think the scrying eye says they are supposed to be dead.
We
Yeah.
can go fix that, can't we, Zeke? Come on.
No,
yes, we can easily fix that.
I have a bit of
I
a
will
headache.
say-
Plus,
Mm.
this meeting, not only we got some intel, some luscious, juicy intel on the so-called enemy. And
You're
it
drunk.
well, drunk or not, it seems we have a bit of a choicey on our hands.
Yeah?
We can either
Wasting-
keep we can either keep following, 1,000 Eyes, or switch it up with the Force one.
I rather like Thousand Eyes.
I am. They're a higher demon than me. So. Yep, I'm not gonna betray that. Yep.
Betray what?
So,
Thousand Eyes. And then.
the way things stand right now, I cannot in good conscience support the Forlorn. The Ivy Erudition has sent us down here to clean up wayward souls. That man is a wayward soul, and also they have nothing to offer me.
So can I?
I don't care.
This is
What?
great.
The rest of you?
Well, if we are, we must be careful. The hag talked about how she liked the Forlorn. It could be very dangerous if we upset that a little bit.
What we could do, right? And hear me out here. We could trick them. We could always lie to them and tell them we're going to help them. And follow them and go with them. And then when we get there, we can just switch it up and kill them. We would have the Weaver's forces and the Thousand Eyes to help us kill them.
I don't think so.
Them
I-
as
Sure.
in all of the Forlorn, or just the one that is a wayward soul? That is a question.
I believe we're
I
working with
suppose
two
for you
different
guys it's
motivations here.
important.
Though,
Yeah.
Because I believe it's the will of the Weaver and the Thousand Eyes that we get rid of the Forlorn in one way or another, and it's the will of the Eye to be rid of the wayward soul.
It's two birds,
Should
one
those-
stone.
Yeah, should those two line up, it would be beneficial, though, as it said, it would put the hag that's with them not on the most beneficial side for us.
and
I
there's
don't.
also the
I don't
fact that
fuck with
the
that.
situation seems a bit odd, doesn't it? We've
Hmm.
seen
What do
the
you mean?
entire. Well, we went to the main encampment of the Forsworn. We've seen their defenses.
Forlorn.
We've seen Forsworn. Yes, that's what I said. Oh, damn it, Forlorn. Whatever, Skyrim. Anyways, Forlorn. We've been to the main encampment of the Forlorn. We've seen their defenses, and I must assume that those are all of their people. We could easily take them all out with no problem, which
My
begs
fire.
the question: why is the Weaver setting us out here to do child's play?
Azim. That's they clarified. It is Azim.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I didn't look too deeply into it because I don't have it prepared. My thinking is that Azim is trapped in some sort of limbo state where he cannot be easily killed. It's almost certainly has something to do with the sword.
He did say something about his purpose not being fulfilled in reference to Kieran, my mentor, having passed.
We talked about hunger. And how he wishes to not make it to that point or whatever. Something to that effect.
I see.
Perhaps he's on a ticking clock.
That ticking clock is very from experience I know it is not a very trustworthy clock.
But I feel as if maybe you're being a bit too trusting of another demon, is my worry.
A Thousand Eyes.
Of both.
Thousand Eyes
has
and
done
Weaver.
nothing but give us what we need. Has done nothing but offer us exactly what we need to survive down here.
Technically, so far, so is the Forlorn.
The Forlorn?
Well, do not correct me. You know what I
Listen.
mean.
Don't.
I hate you. Anyways.
Okay, listen. The hierarchy, as it stands, is something that I don't really have a choice to follow. But I will say, for the moment, we are in the side that we should be, like, in their good graces. We are good, and we should. It would be in our best interest to keep it.
Yes, for
Um,
no pun intended, for lack of a better sort of metaphor, we are in their web. It is certainly to our benefit to work with them instead of against them.
Yeah, we are kind of in their territory. Like, I understand that you want to go against the grain and do whatever benefits you. If that's not the case, and that's what you're letting us know that you want to do. But I want you to know it will benefit us greatly and keep us alive for longer if we were to continue to side with the Weaver and
I'm
1,000
saying
Eyes.
more about profits, about the end goal here.
Right, which is why I say the Forlorn offer us nothing. Will offer me nothing.
The Forlorn, if you think about it from my point, let's think about it from a point of view real quick. Let me use an example. Let's think of this like a tavern, a simple tavern. Let's say you have two people on the sides. You have a brewer and you know nothing about brewing, and you have someone who handles the trash. Let's say one day the business is running slow and you have to pay. You have to choose to pay one of them. Who are you probably going to pay?
I see.
Who is who in this situation?
Well, just give me your answer and I'll tell you.
I
Who are you
Brewer.
Who are you going to support, and who aren't you?
Well, I run a business. You would probably split it between the two.
Well, you
Unless
can
you
only
mean that you'd pay the brewer.
you could only you would probably play the brewer because a tavern needs a brewer to make profits. Now think about it like this way. In this situation, we, in the Weaver side, we would not be the brewer. We would be the trash man because right now we are just handling their trash, meaning that they would get to our needs at their discrepancy, not at
Yeah.
ours.
We're playing on their timeline. I understand.
Whereas if
Uh,
we help
And
the
is no less
Forsworn,
essential.
they will be indented to us.
That's a good
yeah, but what
fucking
can they do?
metaphor.
We have Nazim, who's already disliked by the
For
Eye.
you,
We have one
or anyone
Arcanist
who's
who,
buying the
well,
stream.
they seem to be an Arcanist.
I didn't know
They
where
have
he
this
was
sort of air
going.
about
That
them.
was very well put together.
Exactly, they call themselves an Arcanist.
All we really need to do is take control of their area, I'd say.
Quite frankly, Azik, they're asking us to do something that we've already done with 1,000 Eyes. They want us to prove ourselves. I think that we would end up in a situation much like the one that we're already in. I don't think that by changing sides we're getting some jump on people who need us more than we need them. Because I think that we need them in this situation just as much.
Well, you
What's
saw
a trash man with no trash
Weaver
to take
is
out?
the safe pick. Weaver is the safe pick. If they side with Weaver,
Perhaps
they
our
will have
spot
an
on
easier
the food
time.
chain down here isn't
But Zeke brings
necessarily
up a good
as high
point.
as we wish it to be.
If they side
It
with
is
But
not.
we are
one
still
of the
above
other
others.
factions, they're more likely to get a big.
We have the
Okay.
backing of the Eye, but the Eye is far away. We have the grace of the Weaver, and they have the grace of Nazim.
It does well to not bite the hand that feeds it.
Yes, the Weaver has fed us. Weaver has given us an out. I
I'm
can't say
gonna
it's a
be
great
honest,
out, though.
I
I
can't
don't
say
want
they...
to. I don't particularly want to go up against the Weaver.
Well,
Nor do I.
but I
I
don't
would
see...
actually rather go against someone I can feasibly kill. Right?
Indeed.
But if the Weaver's having us sent out here, is sending us out here to kill this man, doesn't that stand to reason that either one, task is so beneath them that they don't really want to concern themselves with it, meaning what we're
Fair.
doing here doesn't really matter, or two, the Weaver can't handle this person.
It also
Okay.
proves to them that we are doing this, and it leans us more in their favor. Even if we take it out, we'll end up looking. We end up.
We'll
So
we'll be better
well,
in their eyes.
Yes,
we
that's
go
the
through
word.
Consider
if we
this.
go on,
We are doing this not because Weaver can't and not because Weaver won't, but because we want something from the Weaver that is worth more than just us asking politely. This is a give and take scenario. It's not because we need to go do this because we said we would. It's an exchange. This is a trade-off. I think that if we have made an agreement, which we have, I think that when we are within this place where the Weaver's word is essentially law, it would be within our best interest to continue acting for, especially when this is something that we can do. We asked for something important, something that we all need. We all get to ask the Weaver one question. That's of incredible value, from what I've gathered myself. I think
It is.
that this is worthwhile. I don't think that this is just some test. We are providing a service in exchange for a gift.
So if we side with the Weaver, we keep the Eye with us. The Eye is our benefactor. The Eye is the reason we are allowed to stay down here. Period. We lose the Forlorn, which we saw their camp. It's not much. We side with the Forlorn. Our backer, our actual backer, the person making sure we don't, giving us the only safety that we actually truly have, is now against us. It might not be against us immediately, but if they find out that we knew about Nazim and then just didn't bother picking it up after he told us what we were supposed to do, he's going to be mad at us.
He didn't specifically say we need to kill them.
No, we didn't specifically say, but the point is that he's supposed to be dead, and we're supposed to be down here collecting, writing things. It is I feel a little obligated that now that he has specifically pointed out, yes, this person is supposed to be dead, that we should probably do that. While it's not specifically within, the terms that we set, I don't really want to push that with them. We don't even have to kill them, right? We don't even have to kill them. We just have to get them out.
I kind of want to kill them.
I know you. I know you do.
There are wisps of light that begin to pull from the fire and shift into a vaguely humanoid form upon this. It's a little stone.
Who's that? Guys, what's going on?
I'm here to speak with you all. Says a voice familiar to you, Casimir. From not long ago.
Hi.
I'm going to use this token to represent it, but it doesn't quite look like him. One? Anyways. I've heard some of your discussion. The path you take, I'll leave to you. But yes, I would appreciate it if you would return that wayward soul at one point or another. If it endangers the overall mission, they're not important enough. But if it doesn't, well, I will reward you for removing them. Whether you do it now or later.
So, say I, sneak up behind him and I banish him. And he's sent back to the mortal plane, the prime material. Does that still count?
You'd have to tell me where he would land.
I have no idea where he would land. I'd have to figure something out. I'd have to scry it and set everything up perfectly. But it could be done theoretically.
He's going to look left to you, Zeke, and say, I understand your logic as well. You fear that by working with the Weaver, you will be tricked in some way. Or indeed, you will be picking up scraps, whereas with these kinds of allies, you would be able to choose your reward. But as it is, and I should leave before Weaver takes notice, I have granted you all the quest. Contact me with the statue when it is that you are ready to leave this place, or when it is you have completed my quest.
Yes, sir.
After a moment, strands of golden light will begin to dissipate.
Damn it! I should have asked him if he had any of that wine on him.
He was literally in our fireplace.
You want more?
He has a problem.
Swish. There's like a tiny
This is
bit
an
left in that jug.
intervention.
Oh, sit down. Sit down. Just sit your ass down. Some more.
Goliath. Honestly, I don't think anyone here is qualified to run an intervention.
I don't know. Calliope has been sober for a while.
Soul
For like a
binge
really
eating.
long time.
Soul binge eating.
Taking the jug. The
No,
jug.
it's more like alcohol. She was like an active alcoholic.
Ezekiel's gonna slightly like try and fight you, but you'll win because he's drunk. And you're
We
stronger
take
than
a
him.
vote then on what we're gonna do.
It's
No, we don't need to. I'm just making sure you guys aren't being tricked. Keeping you on your toes and such.
Trick or
You
not,
know-
I think we should go with the higher power who's already on our side.
Well,
Indeed.
I don't particularly want to see the Weaver angry at me.
And
Oh,
I'd
me.
rather
awful
on
thoughts.
friend with 1,000 eyes.
And the Weaver has promised us answers to our questions as well, which is something quite valuable.
It could just be a me thing, but demons often promise. They keep him. At least they'll give us that. We keep him.
So long as we hold our side,
Yes,
which is more than
that
fair.
is. Yes, yes, it is. And now, well, I'm emotionally exhausted.
well.
Why don't
It
we?
says
We don't have to kill them, remember? We just have to get them out. Why don't we spend a little time? We look around, we see what we can figure out. Who knows? I mean, the hag might not be particularly interested in, like, staying here for too long. We could maybe just offer them an out.
That's an idea.
I mean, it'd be a lot easier than having to fight a hag. I don't really want to fight a sister. Or an auntie.
I don't
Sorry.
want to fight one. I don't want to.
I disagree. Seems pretty set in our ways. They typically
We-
are.
We do have favors that we can ask of people, don't we?
I'm going to pray. so I'm going to pray.
Peak touches the bow on his back and says, I don't know how much convincing I could really do with Nazim, but we do share the connection of someone that we once knew. If we must talk him out of there, perhaps I can try to pull a little bit of weight. But if it comes to it, I will kill him, if I have to.
So, how do I explain this? It is not in. I can attempt to talk to the wizard and see if I can work something out. No promises. They seem to be rather in debt to them and rather, inclined to keep them. I mean, for fuck's sake, that's a pretty impressive warning that they've got going.
Mhm.
It is.
They're worth their salt. I'll give them that. I also don't really want to fight them. I feel bad about killing fellow students.
Maybe.
There's
Maybe that's the play.
Yeah, I think we just talk to them. We try and figure out. We pull people aside individually. We see where their gates are. We see how they operate. We just ask clemency of Weaver, and then try and become their trusted. And if we really have to, I don't feel great about betraying people, but
It doesn't bother me.
yeah.
They all seem
Probably
very
once
weary
needs-
of us.
Well, they should be. We rolled up with one of the Weaver's, warlocks, which was my bad.
They
I
seem
should say
like
that
people.
Were those in the webway when we first arrived, and now we're trusted by them. We do trade with them and things of that nature. We go on jobs for them. I think if we need to become trusted by them in order to achieve our goal, I'm sure we could talk to Thousand Eyes and the Weaver about making sure that they know where our true loyalties lie.
It's a 3-day journey from here. I don't think we're going to be seeing the Weaver until this job is done.
No, but we can certainly communicate with at least Thousand Eyes.
Can we?
Well, we have a wizard. I'm sure he knows sending.
Yeah, it's
If
just
not, I
like
have
it's.
a scroll.
Look, I could send to Weaver. I do not want to attempt to send unprompted to a demon prince.
No, but I'm saying you could send to Thousand Eyes.
Ugh, even that's a bit. Ugh. That's the very
I can
high-ranking
send
demon.
to Thousand Eyes. I have
Listen,
scroll for friends.
Listen, last time I tried this shit with grandmother, I was cursed with nightmares for a very long time. I had to beg and plead Mr. Fitzman to fix that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, me and Thousand Eyes are very close.
Sure.
I would be, yes.
If you want to use that scroll, far be it from me to stop you.
I was going to use it to talk to the hot lion.
Then,
Suppose this helps.
Oh my goodness.
I was actually about to offer that I should, I would just do it for you instead and bite the bullet or take that risk. But no,
Well,
fuck
I
you.
mean-
I'm not saving your scroll for a hot lion.
Yeah, no, wait, no, come on, Casimir, we can talk.
My God. Okay.
Casimir, I wanted to talk to you about something, actually.
Star.
So, you're a wizard, right?
Yes.
And I'm a sorcerer, correct?
I guess so.
So I
You
was
tell me.
born with all my magic, but
Sure.
you had to study yours.
Sure.
Okay. Now, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What would it make would I become a wizard if I just studied up on the magic I was born with?
Not necessarily. That's a very fun question. It's very deep and question of what makes a wizard. You would not necessarily become a wizard you would become much more learned in how you yourself operate, and perhaps you would take on qualities of the wizard, perhaps an arcane language, perhaps various other things. Perhaps you'd blend the two.
But Kent's like, I don't know, per se, like a barbarian also become a wizard.
If they studied.
So wouldn't that make a wizard a subclass?
What's a
What?
worry? What?
What?
Words are you
Talking
saying?
about
I said that last
Yours
part.
is
Okay.
that.
The hell's a
There's
subclass?
some confusion as people look on. Your chatter into the night continues. It seems you all are going to take a attempt a peaceful approach with the underlying want to fight a bunch of these people.
I want to eat them.
Just maybe eat a few of them.
Same brain. Same brain.
And I believe that is where we will end for today. We'll begin next time with, as you are all resting, with a dream for Calliope, and with the travel back to the Forlorn camp, probably? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you all enjoyed. Welcome back to Domain of Demons.
We're back.
I like how Morgan went for the strong and silent type the whole episode. That was really cool.
My witty comments. I had so many good one-liners.
So many one-liners that no one laughed at because they couldn't
Did you
hear
think
them.
we were just ignoring you the whole time?
Yeah, I thought you were. I was just like, am I not loud enough?
Sometimes.
And I moved my mic, and then I reset my mic, and I was like, is it just me? And then I did check Discord, and I was muted.
Imagine if we were just like, Liv's not very funny this session.
Oh.
I was like, I called Azika Caperson.
I can't believe.
My comments. I had so many funny things to say today.
That's okay. You can make up for it next time by saying twice the amount of funny stuff.
Oh yes.
Hey, a lot of things happened to me. I got turned into a goddamn hamster.
Yeah.
That shit was so
spoke
funny.
Peak spoke the least sarcastically I think he ever has with this group today.
The characters are starting to get to know each other, starting to trust each other. Different levels, of course, based on pre-established pre-established stuff. I think,
And that's where-
perhaps, yes, by the end of Ibris, you all will begin to function as a team.
Stop trying to kill each other at every turn.
Yes.
everybody trying to eat each other. We cannot go one session.
Azika's not
session.
offered to. Azika said
Yummy.
they weren't going to eat anyone. That's
I'm
just.
counting.
There's a
I'm counting.
snake and a cat
Technically
and a
not
mouse.
eating.
We have
Morgan wouldn't eat you. She would just drain you of your blood very slowly until she doesn't feel hungry anymore. You
Okay, now
still
here's
have
the
a
thing.
body.
You have a soul.
Morgan would drain someone of their blood. Calliope would take their soul, and Peak would eat the body. It's very efficient.
Food efficiency.
Wow.
I love that.
It's not unfair to just being the vegetarian.
It's like, oh, you should have partook in the vase. Did you know moonshine's 100% vegan?
Oh no. Ooh.
It
Difference
can
between
be.
vegan and vegetarian.
Vegetarian? Did you know it's 100% vegetarian moonshine?
Oh, damn. Should
I-
everybody's
yeah.
a carnivore. Oh.
I would hope so.
Down the steps.
Putting the steak.
I would hate to
inside
have
your
non
moonshine.
non-vegetarian moonshine.
Non-vegetarian moonshine, please.
Yo,
I
cherry
like it.
moonshine's good though.
Add the meat. I would like the meat into my moonshine.
Oh, that doesn't sound that appetizing.
Steak flavored
Eh.
We'll
moonshine.
get, yeah, I was gonna say,
Fishy.
we'll get you a meat flavored moonshine.
Yeah.
Certainly.
It's like-
Can
He's
I
like,
have
you
some
hear-
good orange flavored wine?
Like, go on,
Sure,
hey
we can
chat,
do
go
this.
on down to in QP Arts merch store. We're
Oh,
selling
you guys,
flavored
there's
food.
bacon moonshine.
Soon enough, we'll have the
Oh.
book.
Oh,
But until then, thank you all here for coming and supporting me in this way. And thank you to everyone who popped by over the course of the stream, who came and said hello and supported it that way. We'll see you all next week.
Unless Zach cancels it.
No, I refuse. I refuse.
Probably last minute.
I really hope not. This month has been wild, folks.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I was worried. Like, I thought didn't you have an event on Valence that you had to do right now?
I have other people doing it. We're good.
Oh, okay.